Athens is extraordinary. It is one of the oldest cities on Earth, the birthplace of democracy, and home to some of the most recognizable buildings ever constructed. And for families with children, it turns out to be one of the best city breaks in Europe. In this video, we are covering a complete 48-hour family itinerary. You will know exactly where to go, what to book in advance, how to stay cool, what to eat, and what it costs for a family of 4. The itinerary works just as well as a standalone city break, as it does for a few days built into a wider Greek holiday. There is a free printed version linked in the description below. 2 days, one of the great cities of the world. Let us show you how to do it. The first thing to know about Athens with children is that timing matters more here than almost any European city. The ideal window is April to June or September to October. In July and August, temperatures regularly exceed 35 degrees. The Acropolis is exposed marble with no shade, and being up there with children at midday in peak summer is genuinely unpleasant. If that's when you can travel, you can still do it. But start the Acropolis by 8 in the morning and build in a long rest in the middle of the day. Spring and early autumn are the sweet spot. For where to stay, the 3 areas that work best for families are Plaka, Koukaki, and Monastiraki. All 3 put you within walking distance of everything in this itinerary. Koukaki, just south of the Acropolis, is slightly cheaper than Plaka with equal convenience. Avoid the Ammonia area. Getting around Athens is straightforward. The metro is excellent, clean, reliable, and easy to navigate. A single ticket is €1.20 and valid for 90 minutes across all public transport. If you're tapping a contactless bank card, the daily cap is €4.10 per person, which means you will rarely pay more than that no matter how many journeys you make. Children under 6 travel free. Uber is available in Athens and works reasonably well, but for most of this itinerary, the metro and your feet will cover everything you need. Before you head out each day, stop at an Filopappou or a Sklevenitis supermarket. Both are well stocked and easy to find across the city centre. Water is the priority. Carry a bottle each and refill at the fountains below the Acropolis site, rather than buying from vendors at tourist prices. Sunscreen and a light hat are non-negotiable in warm weather. One more thing before we get to the itinerary. If you're visiting from the EU, children and young people under 25 enter the Acropolis and the ancient Agora free. If you're visiting from the UK or anywhere outside the EU, children under 18 also enter free. Bring passports or ID, as you will need them to claim free entry at the gate. Day 1 is built around the Acropolis, and we are doing it the right way. A guided mythology tour designed specifically for families, booked through GetYourGuide. The tour starts at 9:30 AM and runs for 3 hours. It covers the Parthenon, the Erechtheion, the Temple of Athena Nike, the Theatre of Dionysus, and then takes you down to the ancient Pnyx, the birthplace of democracy, where the guide runs an interactive group activity with the children. It's a small group tour with a maximum of 15 people. The mythology framing makes a real difference. Instead of a history lecture, your children are hearing stories about gods, heroes, and monsters in the places where those stories were set. You can add Acropolis entry tickets as an add-on when you book, which handles your timed slot automatically. Book well in advance as this sells out. The link is in the description. One practical note on the meeting point. Some reviewers have flagged that the meeting point details can be unclear or inaccurate. Double check the confirmed meeting point in your booking confirmation before you travel, and contact the operator directly if anything is unclear. After the tour, you'll be ready for lunch. Head to Monastiraki Square. Dionysus and Savas are both on the square, open daily, and serve the best souvlaki and gyros wraps in the area. Around €3 to €4 each. Eat in the square, find some shade, and take a breath. By 2 o'clock, go back to the accommodation and rest. This is not optional in warm weather. The afternoon heat is real, and a family that has rested will have a significantly better evening than one that hasn't. At 4:30, the afternoon opens up. Start with a short browse through the Monastiraki Flea Market on Efestu Street, good for jewellery, souvenirs, and general atmosphere. Then walk through Plaka, Adrianou Street, and the steps off Monastiraki Street, which give you elevated views back towards the Acropolis. Allow around 45 minutes for both, then take the Metro 1 stop to Syntagma and spend the remaining time at the Athens National Gardens. Free entry, open from dawn to dusk, with shaded paths, ducks, a small zoo enclosure, and room for children to run around after a day of structured sightseeing. Go for dinner at 7. The Plaka and Monastiraki neighbourhoods have dozens of family-friendly tavernas. Look for mezzi-style menus, moussaka, spanakopita, dolmades, Greek salad to share. Budget around 15 to 20 euros a head at a mid-range place. Greeks eat late, so 7 o'clock is early by local standards, and you'll find tables easily. Day 2 covers the ancient Agora, the Acropolis Museum, and Filopappou Hill, deliberately structured to use the heat of the day in your favour. Start at the ancient Agora at 9 in the morning when the site is cooler and the light is at its best. The Agora is a 10-minute walk from the Acropolis metro station, or a single stop on Metro Line 1 or 3 to Monastiraki. Adults are 20 euros each. Non-EU children under 18 enter free. Have passports ready at the gate. The entry ticket includes the Museum of the Ancient Agora inside the Stoa of Attilos reconstruction, which is worth an hour of your time. The highlight for most children is the Temple of Hephaestus, the best preserved classical temple in Greece, better than anything on the Acropolis itself, and usually half empty compared to the sites above. Allow 90 minutes. From there, walk or metro to the Acropolis Museum. This is the right time to visit. Mid-morning, fully air-conditioned, ideal as Athens heats up. The museum is directly opposite the Acropolis metro station. Adults are 20 euros each. EU citizens under 25 and non-EU children under 18 enter free, so confirm at the ticket desk with passports. Allow 90 minutes to 2 hours. The glass floor over the ancient excavation beneath the building is an immediate win with children before you have even reached the main galleries, and the Parthenon frieze on the top floor, displayed at eye level, with the Acropolis visible through the full-length windows behind it, is one of the best museum experiences in Europe. After the museum, head for lunch at 1 o'clock in the Thysio neighbourhood, which is quieter and more local than Monastiraki. Pick up terapita or spanakopita from a bakery for 2 to 3 euros each, or sit at one of the cafe terraces on Apostolo Pavlou Street with a direct view over the Agora and the Acropolis, then back to the accommodation for a rest until 3:30. The afternoon is free of cost and entirely at street level. Walk Ermou Street from Monastiraki to Syntagma Square and watch the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier outside the Greek Parliament. The full ceremonial change happens every Sunday at 11 in the morning. An abbreviated version runs every hour on weekdays. Both are free. Then browse Monastiraki Square and the surrounding streets at whatever pace suits you. At 5:30, walk to Filopappou Hill, 15 minutes from the Acropolis metro. There's a free accessible path to the summit and the best unobstructed views of the Acropolis anywhere in Athens, particularly at golden hour. Allow an hour for the return walk. Final dinner in Koukaki, the neighbourhood just south of the Acropolis. It's quieter than Plaka, more local in character, and prices at the tavernas run around 10 to 15% lower. The streets around Acropolis and Falirou have good options. Tapas-style ordering works well for families. A few shared plates of whatever looks good. Before we finish, a couple of things worth knowing before you go. If you happen to be in Athens on certain dates, March 25th, May 18th, the last weekend of September, October 28th, or any first Sunday between November and March, entry to the Acropolis is free for everyone. Crowds are larger on those days, so arrive early, but if the dates line up, it's worth knowing. Photography is permitted throughout the Acropolis and the Acropolis Museum, with one exception, the archaic gallery inside the museum, which has a no cameras policy. No flash photography is allowed anywhere inside the museum. Watch out for the rosemary vendors near the cathedral approach to the Acropolis. Women offering sprigs of rosemary for luck. A tip will be expected. Politely decline if you'd rather not engage. That's 48 hours in Athens with children, one of the most extraordinary cities on the planet to visit with a family, and genuinely more manageable than most people expect. The free printable itinerary with all the details, timings, costs, and booking links is in the description below. If you found this useful, a subscribe helps us make more of them. The link is in the description, and new itineraries go up regularly. You'll find all our destination guides and videos at tiredbuthappytravel.com. If there is anything you'd change about this itinerary, or somewhere we've missed, then let us know in the comments below. We read everyone, and your suggestions genuinely shape what comes next. Thanks for watching.